This is going to be a little update about OBS Studio. And one quick note, as I mentioned in the last video that I did of how I edit with Premiere, I mentioned how I video before I had OBS Studio. And I was using Flaps to do the normal videos, and I was using XSplit Gamecaster to live stream. But now I'm using OBS Studio for both of it. And I noticed after doing that video that I did the other day that I never put in the alert system. So when someone subs, it pops up, or the chats. So I can go over a few things about that right now. So to get the chat, you need to go to your live streaming area. You're going to go to where it says top. You can go over here. You're going to pop out that. This is going to be your chat. So you're just going to copy that in to, you're just going to, pretty much going to hit add browser, insert the browser, and then you're going to paste that link in. That's how you do it. And there's, you can see how it's not see-through. Well, if you look at my other chat one, there's some code here. So I'm going to select it all, and I'll have the code in the description of this video. So if you do want to see how it's done, pretty much you just go in here, and you're going to just paste the code that I will leave in the description of this video, and then it's see-through and all that. So that's pretty much for that. I already have that chat up, so I'm going to leave that what I have. And the other one is alerts. So alerts are things that pop up when you're doing a live stream. Now, you know, when someone subs to me, I get alert. If someone donates, I get alert. So see how it popped up? And then someone subbing, and then the super chat.
This is a test super chat alert for $66.
So how you get that set up is pretty much the same way as the chat. You're going to log into steamlabs.com/dashboard. After you log in, you're going to go to alerts, and then you can customize what you want, how you want the alert to come up, how long you want it to delay, all that. If you want an image with it, you can put an image with it. I just leave it like, you know, like it popped up, a little donation thing. But you can have like animations with it, but I decided to leave that off.
This is a test super chat alert for $89.
So what you're going to do is you can come up here. Now you can select which ones you want to put up. I just put them all. You're going to copy this code here. It's copied in the paste area. Then again, you're going to go to add. You're going to add browser. And I'm just going to leave it as that. And then you're just going to paste that link in. And now anytime someone donates, it comes up on the screen.
This is a test donation for $1.
And because I already have that set up, it won't, you know. So, yeah. So those are a few things I did want to mention, because I didn't go through it in the last video. The other thing is, if I go back to my other untitled one, which is going to be this. And for some reason, every time I do that, if I have the music thing up, it automatically starts playing it. So with this, if you go up to File, and I showed this off also in the last kind of update video that I did of how I edit videos, you want to make sure that your audio in here is how you add in the audio tracks here. So you just go in and enable it. The other thing is streaming. You need your streaming key, which again I'm not going to show it, but you get that from your YouTube settings. So in your live thing here, let me restart the chat there. Down here, there's going to be a thing called your streaming key. Alright? That key is what this is. So I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to go back to my other one. And again, it's going to make that little noise thing. So I'm going to go up to now, I'm going to go back up to File, just so I can make sure the live streaming thing is there and all ready to go. You go, live stream, yeah, my key is not there, so we're going to hit paste, and then it's going to be there. I don't have to show you it because it's just not there. And this is going to be for YouTube, so it's just going to do it that way. I don't know how the rest of that is set up. So we can go back to unlisted. I guess I'll just leave the music on. settings. Streaming. So primary is YouTube. Okay. And I didn't show all services. Okay. The other thing is output. So the bit thing is interesting as well. So the bit thing on here is how you're videoing. Okay. This is nothing to do with streaming unless you're in the streaming area. So what I want to do is I want to copy this streaming thing here, because this is how I normally stream 120 fit. In this you need to use a different program. I'm not sure. It's what is it called? A speed tester. So you go into like speed tester, and you use this. It's a speed tester. So it tests your network. It's speed.net. So you want to figure out like what your speed is. And once you do that, it'll give you, you just do a little bit of math and you figure out, okay, this is how much I can run it as. So that's what you need to do. And I obviously have a very high speed internet here, almost 100 up, and I think it's 100 down as well. So depending on your network speed of your internet is how you can determine your bitrate. Your video bitrate for streaming. It's only for streaming. As you can see, it's doing it. And I'll leave this also in the description, this website. So you can see I have 100 down and 118 up right now. So I'm going to hit OK to that. And I'm going to go back to the Minecraft one, which is going to start the music back up. And I go back into the settings and go to streaming. Services as output. Yeah, so it actually kept it, so I don't have to change any of that. And then I didn't do that, so that's all set here. And I'm just gonna make sure it's in the so that means I can do now live streams of Minecraft, which if you guys didn't know, I don't know why it's not up on the screen. Maybe I don't have it up. I might be doing a full craft live stream later on. So if you guys are wondering, yes. Or I maybe, I might do a stone block. And another thing is, our world in Minecraft, Fullcraft 3, is in this version 1.5. There's a new 1.6 that just came out. So I'm probably gonna do a video and then do a live stream later on, and we'll probably update into the new version of Minecraft, Fullcraft 3. So that's my plan. So in this episode update, I showed you how to test your speed, add in Steam alert box, and your YouTube key, as well as your chat. And again, if I had the chat is enabled, if I go into the chat area and say hi, it will actually pop up. Now it's very small because I can actually make that bigger. So if I go in here and mark it, I can make that bigger. So it's like that. But then it's off the page, right? So you need to configure the height to match. So it's probably gonna be like 500 or something like that. Yeah, almost 500. And so we'll do 400 by 500. That should be enough. Yeah, so that way then the chat's not too big, and you can make it bigger depending on the size you want. And then obviously I have the music thing that's still there. We have the subber, and then the logo, and then either what Minecraft you're in. The only thing I did notice about the sub thing, sub, is it does have that little box above it. You can see, so that's why I think this is a good area, because you really don't see it, you know, when it's up at the top. Again, I can make that bigger or smaller depending on what I want. So we'll probably do a test live stream also later on, just to make sure that everything is working correctly. But it looks like everything is working. We have all the intros. Like I said, we did the intros. To be right back. The video intros are on this page. Obviously, they're all locked and not showing up. But depending on which one you want, well, these are not locked up. So yeah, now they're all locked up. That's all set. That's all set. Again, this is where you can set the live stream right here, or you can do it. Yeah, you have to set it up first. You can either can change it. You can set up a stream here, and it'll just take over this screen. The last video that we did was on the new series that we did, and this is the last video that we shot in the live stream. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you like this little update on OBS Studio. Again, sorry that I missed it in the last video. I noticed after that I didn't set the alerts and the chats. Everything else was set up. It's just the alerts and then the live streaming settings as well. So, and like I said, you can change the bitrate. Hotkeys are in here. I had to do that as well. So I have start is F9. That's for both. So if I'm doing a live stream, I don't have that set up. Because I don't want to have that be a hotkey. I mean, I could. And you got advance and audio. Again, audio is very key. It picks up the audio in the default. So that's going to be anything that's plugged in. And then desktop is also default as well. So you can see that the settings are pretty set up now. Got your code in there. Again, if you hit show, it will show you, but we don't want to do that. You can show, but just not on videos or streams, because you don't want people knowing that, because they find out what your key is, they can live stream on your channel. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but you don't want to do that. Yeah. So, yeah, so those videos from the other day got a few views already, so I'm thankful for that. About 4 across the board. Not bad. And this will be up there. Just a little update about OBS Studio. Okay, until my next video, I'm going to have to say what I normally say, and that is, bye-bye for now.